Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Enneagram Eights in love. If you're an Enneagram 8 and want to understand yourself and how you relate to others, then keep watching. Or if you're dating or married to an 8, this video is going to be so helpful for you to learn how to relate to your beloved 8 so much better. And watch till the end because I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on how you can love your 8 well. Hi, I'm Tyler Zock, pastor, Enneagram coach, author of the 40-day Gospel for Enneagram Devotional series, and your personal guide to helping you transform your life, relationships, and workplace by giving you spot-on truths for your type. So keep watching if you want to feel seen, understood, and challenged to let go of the things that are keeping you stuck in your personal and professional life. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on more free content coming up next week. Now, let's get to it. Eights are passionate, protective, and devoted partners. It takes a while for an 8 to trust someone, but once they do, they are all in on the relationship. So just know that trust is going to take a little bit longer than maybe another type. 8s desire freedom and hate feeling controlled. One of the ways that you know that you're a type 8 is if you just hate being controlled or feel like you're being controlled by other people. 8s fear being hurt, controlled, or betrayed. You know you're an 8 if you get a little suspicious that other people are going to betray you. And the more unhealthy you get, the more suspicious you become. But 8s allow their partner to see their tender heart underneath their tough exterior when they're healthy. They like to wear armor to protect themselves so that they don't appear weak. But when they trust you, they will take off that armor and let you see a whole other side of them. And you'll see that there's a warm, childlike sweetness and innocence under that tough exterior. 8s are a tower of strength in difficult times. Right? 8s are resilient and they do not throw in the towel when they go through hard situations with them. So if you are married to an 8 or a partner with an 8, just know that they are going to help you get through some really rough times. They are resilient during the hardest of circumstances. 8s similarly don't leave when the relationship gets hard. Right? So even when circumstances get hard, they're going to plow through. And when things get hard in the relationship, when there's conflict, some types will get passive aggressive, they'll take off, they'll leave, but 8s will stay in the game. That's one of the most beautiful things about 8s. 8s have been told that they can be stubborn, blunt, or bossy. No comment. 8s want their partner to be forthright and genuine. Right? 8s do not want you to beat around the bush or bend the truth or be insincere or flatter them too much. Because if you flatter them too much, they're going to think that you're trying to get something. All right, so just be forthright and genuine when you want something. Because 8s value honesty and trust above all. Right? Honesty and trust above all. 8s appreciate it when their partner stands up for themselves. Once again, they don't like weakness in themselves, and they don't like weakness in others. And 8s will respect you more if you stand your ground. If you even look at a type 8 partner's funny, watch out, because that 8 is going to go after them, right? 8's got your back if you are in a relationship with an 8. You don't have to worry about your partner being passive or sitting off to the sidelines. If someone hurts you or says something to you, right? Your enemies become their enemies. And that is a great thing when it comes to being in a relationship with an 8. 8's partners often ask them if they're angry when they are not. Right? This is one of the most frustrating things about being a type 8 is when other people accuse you of being angry all the time. And so you're going to hear this frustration a lot from 8s. They just carry a lot more energy, more power than the rest of us. I think of 8s as like lightning rods that just channel God's energy into to give to the world, to leverage their energy to fight the bad guys and to fight for good in the world and to fight for justice. So they're just going to carry a lot more energy. And so don't assume that an 8 is angry if you are in a relationship with them, right? Ask them why they're so passionate. right? Ask questions, help figure them out. And by the way, I want to say as we go along here, if there's anything that's really resonating with you, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you agree with or disagree with. Right, eights? You can disagree with me. Okay, moving on. Eights motivate their partners to reach their full potential. Right? Threes, like myself, make great coaches, but eights can inspire and empower a room like no other. Right? The same as in their relationships. They will try and get you to reach your full potential and challenge you and keep challenging you to go farther and to use your gifts, right? And to invest your talents and abilities. When eights are unhealthy, they may become controlling, possessive, or badger you to do what they want. When unhealthy, eights can be shameless and how aggressive they can become, which actually works against them. They need to know that. They need to inspire and align people rather than command and control to get what they want. But when healthy, eights are gentle, merciful, and generous. Right? They are both tough and tender. They are both strong and vulnerable. They pursue justice, but also extend mercy and become more understanding the more healthy they become. When they think they're right, they may just brush off their partner's feelings or brush off their ideas or opinions. Right? Eights, when unhealthy, can become very dismissive of others' ideas or opinions or feelings. They can have very black and white thinking and not care what anyone else says. Like, I don't care what anyone else says. I'm doing this. Right? And so they may deny negative data or may deny or dismiss negative feedback in a split second and keep pushing forward when they get uber stubborn. But healthy eights will listen to their partner longer than they think they need to, realizing that they could be wrong, that they're not always right, and may not always see the full picture. Especially being in the gut triad, the body triad, when they feel something in their body, they're going to want to do it if it feels intuitive. But they need to step back and think through things more and allow other people to speak in and help reason with them to get to the right conclusion. Okay? Eights desire emotional intimacy, even if they're not always sure how to create it. Right? Eights want to connect intimately just like the rest of us. And oftentimes you'll see eights connect deeply with children because it's easier to take off the tough exterior or take off the tough armor around kids because of the kid's innocence. Right? They're not going to be betrayed or hurt by a kid. And so sometimes it's easier to relate and to be soft and warm and vulnerable with children. Eights need to remember that disagreement with them does not mean that you are against them. Right? Eights do love when you stand up for yourself, like we mentioned before. But sometimes when you have a different opinion than them, it might not feel like to them you are all in with them, and that you might even be against them. So just remind them in those moments, hey, I'm on your team. I'm on your team, but listen to me, okay? An eight's strong desire for more can exhaust their partners. Right? Eights go further faster than anyone else, and it can be tiring when eights are struggling with their deadly sin of lust, which is a lust for more results, a lust for more people, a lust for more influence, a lust for greater intensity. And so eights need to learn moderation. Eights need to learn delayed gratification and shifting down a few gears to slow down with the rest of us. And remember that if they can do that, they can actually achieve more when they're going at God's pace rather than their own pace, which is oftentimes faster than they should be going. It's easier for eights to engage in physical intimacy than emotional intimacy. For other types, it's the opposite. But for the eight, they're not afraid to get physical or get physical faster because they are a body type and they are more physical by nature. And the good news is, if you are looking for greater emotional connection with an eight, if your partner is an eight, then know that physicality, that physical side often leads to greater emotional connection. To know that the physical side will actually help you to develop the emotional side with them. All right, that's all I got. But at the beginning, I said I'd share 3 tips on how we can love our type 8s well. And so listen up. Here they are. 1, seek to match their intensity. Right? 8s love when their partner matches their intensity. This is similar to 7s, type 7s, wanting you to match their enthusiasm. So Don't listen quietly or go into your head with them. Try to puff out your chest, right? Move forward and try to reciprocate the energy that they are putting out with you. They will love it. Secondly, seek to fully understand them. Eights feel loved when they are fully heard and understood. Eights oftentimes feel misunderstood like type 4s do. So if your partner is an 8, then do everything you possibly can to get to the bottom of their passion and find out why they are so excited or why they are so angry or why they're so passionate. They might not be able to verbalize it yet, and so draw them out with good questions. They'll feel loved. And then thirdly, praise their tender side. Right? When they do let their guard down and do take the armor off, then praise them for it so that they know that you respect them even more during those times. Right? Remind them that they are more influential with you and more influential with others when they take the risk of looking weak. That it actually makes them more powerful as a spouse and more powerful as a leader. Okay, that's all I got for today. If you want to learn more, I'm writing a devotional book for every Enneagram type, filled with scripture, powerful truths for your type, reflection questions, a daily prayer and action step at the end of each day. So go check out the book link in the description below. I'm going to be writing the Type 8 book in 2023, so stay tuned for a release date on that. And if you love the content today, make sure to hit the like button to tell YouTube to share this with more people. I would appreciate that. And now you can either learn about how other Enneagram types are in love right here, or you can check out this playlist with over 90 minutes of teaching on all 9 Enneagram types right here. And I'll see you in the next video.